Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Brother Imran, my question is that we know that the government and the law is against of Allah's law. So we want to become a part of this system. So can we make a political party like WPI Welfare Party is there? Can we support that?
Brother has asked a very important question. He said that we know that the existing government system is not the Islamic Sharia. They are not compatible 100% with the Islamic Sharia. So now, in such a case, can we make a political party? Like he gave an example of WPI, the Welfare Party of India. Can we make a party? Do you know, to make that party, you have to be accepted by this government? How will you register your party otherwise? And then when you are making a party, you are saying, I am working in India. To work in India, again you need to take the support of the law. So see, some Muslims, they are actually not realizing what they are doing, what they are educating others. They are making a fool of themselves and they are trying to fool the other people outside. They are not, see, I met a lot of people in Australia. There is a group, I forgot its name. I think, what is the name? Tahrir something? Hizbut Tahrir. Hizbut Tahrir in Australia is a very popular group, which in Australia is under the police scanner always. Why? They say we want Islamic Khilafat. We want Islamic Khilafat. So to want Islamic Khilafat, what are you doing in Australia? The person who wants that Islamic Khilafat, he is from Palestine. He is from Beirut. He is from Syria. He is from Libya. So for an Islamic party, he is in Australia now. So what are you doing? Then when you promote this, you are talking to others, no, do jihad. You have to do khital. And what about yourself? What are you doing? You are provoking others to do something. You yourself, what are you doing? You do nothing. So similarly, when you say we want Islamic Khilafat, see, the democracy is giving such a huge chance to you and me to educate people without forming a party. What am I doing? I don't want any welfare party of India for it. I am a Muslim. The constitution has given me the right to propagate my message, to promote my message. Can't I use this platform to educate the masses that Islamic Khilafat is best for you? I was asked a question by a person once in one of my program. How in Indian circumstances can we get the Islamic Khilafat? I said, if criminal politicians today, 2/3 of the politicians who are criminal, they can convince the masses we are best for you. Can't you and me work and convince the people that this is best for them? The Quran is best for them? Can't we convince the people that the Seerat of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is best for you? Can't we convince the people? What is the Indian system? Convince majority, take the fruit. How can you do that? Communicate. We are not communicating. Without communicating, when you say Welfare Party of India, what is the basis of the party? When Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam founded the party of Sahaba, their basic was Tawheed. Now there is no Tawheed within the Muslims today. Muslims themselves are not properly educated about Tawheed. There are so many Muslims who do not exactly have the correct introduction of Allah and worshipping Allah. So what you say is, see, the political party is totally politicized. It's not Islamicized. How is it politicized? No, let's not talk about those differences. You're a Shia, please come with me, no problem. Oh, you are a Bohra, no problem. Oh, Khujja, no, please don't. Let us as Muslims. What stupid are you talking, man? Somebody is abusing the wives of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Somebody is cursing Aisha Radhiyallahu Ta'ala Anha. Somebody is cursing the 3 caliphs who are the best example of Islamic Khilafat. And you say, no, let us be together and form a political party to get India with the Islamic Caliphate. Which Islamic Caliphate are you talking of? So we are senseless people. What is more important? Educate the people. Let the people know who is Allah. Let the people understand what is Quran. Let the people themselves academically differentiate how best Quran is. You see, I wrote an email to Prime Minister Narendra Modi after he became the Prime Minister. He sent a reply. He sent a reply. Based on that reply, now I have thought to write him a letter saying him that you are talking of progress. You're talking about our nation as a whole. It's very good to hear from you. When you became the Prime Minister, till then, there were a lot of apprehensions about you. After you became the Prime Minister, you're talking inclusive politics, where you're saying, I will include all 125 crore human beings living in India as one nation, and he even quoted the hadith in Indian context. You saw what he said in his parliamentary speech, the first parliamentary speech that he gave. He quoted a hadith in the Indian context. What is the hadith? He said, if any part of the body is injured, then the whole body suffers because of it. So we as an Indian nation, we can't leave any group, any individual left out in progress. Otherwise whole India will suffer. Then That is what Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam said to you and me as a Muslim. He said the whole Muslim Ummah is like a human body. Any part of the body is injured, the whole Ummah faces that suffering. So he is talking on that line. When he is talking on that line, why can't we approach person like him to tell him that when you talk of progress, you see this is the best benefit of Islamic economy. Why don't you think of Islamic banking in India? Let us talk on those terms. So it's an opportunity for us living in India to introduce to these people what Quran is, what Hadith is, and let the majority after that understand, realize that this is best for us. And after that you see what happens. MashaAllah, the people will start to vote for this concept. Voting an individual is not important. What I said is, today we have, every society has a party. We have politically Muslim parties. But unfortunate about these Muslim parties is, they have nothing to do with an Islamic law. They are Muslim parties, but they are not Islamic parties. Allah is not going to give you Jannat for forming a Muslim party. Allah wants to give you Jannat for an Islamic party. To form an Islamic party, I don't need to name anything except that my party is Islam, my identity is Muslim, my deen is Islam. I don't need any other identification. Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave the best identification. Allah gave us the best identification. We are Muslims, we belong to the party of Islam. So we don't need to say we are an Islamic, because they said we belong to a party of Islam, we don't need to say we are an Islamic party. See, how did the Hizbullah came into existence? Hizbullah is a Shia group. It's not a Sunni group. Hizbullah are Shia Mujahideen. They call themselves Mujahideen for the Shia cause. Now these people, Hizbullah, how did that name come? Hizb in Arabic, it means party. When you read Surah Ma'idah, Surah number 5, ayat number 50 to ayat number 55, in one of the ayat, Allah said, whoever is a believer and obedient to Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam are the party of Allah. They are Hizbullah. Name comes Hizbullah. So we don't need to name all this. We are from Islam. We are Muslims. What is our intention? Every Muslim has a good intention. Every Muslim may be affiliated anywhere. But when he is working for Islam, he says he has a good intention. What is more important is not dividing amongst ourselves, not going with this concept. See, you understand, you are an educated person. When you say you want a party like Welfare Party of India, saying that India doesn't have a legal Islamic system, to register your party you need again Indian government. What logic is this? See, I told to some brothers who said we are doing jihad in Hyderabad. I met them, I said, brother, when you are doing jihad in Hyderabad, but I see that whenever the police calls you to the police station, you need to go to the police station. What kind of a jihad is this? You are saying your enemy is police, you are saying your enemy is this government. The government says every week come and sign the paper in the police station. So you are there. The Mujahid is signing the paper to the police. Now what is this? You are using so holy terms of Islam, defaming Islam and Muslims altogether. Why is this happening? Because we are far away from the fundamental understanding of Quran and Sirat of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Unless we all do not come back to the platform of understanding Quran in the understanding of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba, no other methodology is going to change the situation for us. I hope I answered your question.